Welcome to this X8R video demonstrating our replacement shaft for Mercedes command controller units. The original plastic shaft snaps, resulting in the command controller losing some of its functions, like scrolling. The first stage is to lever off the outer ring. This can be done using a large flathead screwdriver or a plastic pry tool. Work in small increments around the bottom of the outer ring to lever it upwards, gently. Once loose, remove it with your hand. Next, remove the top outer ring using a small flathead screwdriver to gently lever it upwards. You can then use the same flathead screwdriver to gently lift the top button away from the dial. Using a T7 Torx screwdriver, remove the central bolt of the dial. Once this is removed, you can lift the dial away from the main unit. Turn the unit over and you will see the screws that you have to remove with a T10 Torx screwdriver. In this case, there are 10 screws to remove, but this can differ. Once all the screws are removed, you can now separate the two halves of the unit. They should just pull apart, but if at first they don't go, use a plastic pry tool to help. You can now carefully remove the internal components. There are 4 bits located around the shaft cover. Remove these and put them in order so they can be reinstalled correctly later on. There are 4 levers to remove. Using a flathead screwdriver, gently ease them out of their housings. Once they are all out, you now have to remove the housings themselves. This can be done using a flathead screwdriver to pry forward the tab and then lift the housing away from the circuit board. Do this for all 4. Once these 4 bits are removed, it's time to remove the circuit board. Firstly, removing the wire from its retaining channel on the housing, and then lift the circuit board out of position. You now have access to the shaft. Remove the shaft cover to reveal the broken shaft. You can now install our new aluminium shaft. Locate this on the square and then cover it with the shaft cover, which will just slot down into position. This will just hold the shaft upright. Put the circuit board back into position, making sure you fit it the correct way up, and put the wire connector back into its retaining channel. It's a good idea to reassemble the previously removed levers and their housing before fitting back onto the circuit board. Do this 4 times. When they are all complete, you can just slot these back into position, making sure the leg of the lever faces inwards towards the shaft cover. Now reinstall all parts from around the shaft cover, making sure you fit them in the reverse of how you took them off. Once these are all correctly in position, you can attach the top of the command unit. Hold it tight and flip it onto its front. Now, reinstall the previously removed T10 Torx screws and tighten with a screwdriver. Once the two halves of the unit are back together, it is time to reinstall the dial. Place this into the hole, like this, and rotate until it locates properly. Then, applying pressure to the dial, screw in the T7 Torx screw which was previously removed. Once the dial is securely in place the top button over it in the center. You can now install the top ring. This has locating lugs which fit into holes on the dial to show the right position. You can now install the top ring. This has 3 locating grooves on the inside which correlate to 3 lugs on the outside edge of the scroll dial. Locate the lugs and push down firmly until the scroll dial clicks. And this is the install complete. Test the functionality of the unit in the car before fully installing back into the vehicle. Thank you for watching this X8R video. If you have any questions, please contact us on 01843 446643 or email us on sales@x8r.co.uk. Thank you.